I believe that if we help the girl child, we are helping our nation, we are helping our country, and we are helping the world. Because as Nigerians, we are the giants of Africa. So as we begin to help our girl children, we are also helping everyone in Africa, and we are helping to empower the world.
This is 13-year-old Joy, who wants state government in Nigeria to implement the Child Rights Act. She feels girls everywhere are undervalued, undermined and underestimated. The Child Rights Act covers all children. However, for these young girls, the future remains uncertain.
I want to be a doctor.
Teacher.
Teacher? Mesa?
Because I want to teach the people where they're not going to school.
In Nigeria, many girls suffer from abuse, including harmful bodily practices and sexual abuse, or even worse. Among such were recent revelations where university lecturers demand sex for grades from young students who, in most cases, are still in their teens.
But we believe that the Child Rights Act should be domesticated in all the states of this country, including FCT. And not only that we should be able to identify within the budgets, allocations and releases that promote and fulfill the rights of the child through this act.
Nigeria often performs worse than the low-income countries average in areas such as education, sexual reproductive health and rights, child protection and drivers of change. According to Plan International Nigeria, inclusive quality education, the net enrollment rate of primary school children is even lower than in low-income countries. Sexual reproductive health and rights, there are significantly more births per 1,000 women aged 15 to 19 in Nigeria than any other group, while demand for family planning is lower than in low-income countries. Drivers of change. The proportion of seats held by women in national parliament in Nigeria has failed to improve over the last 10 years, stagnating around the 5% mark. But for many, this trend can change.
And then the policy is based on asking questions concerning rights, representation, and resources. So do women have the same rights to education, to work, to marriage, or to divorce, perhaps? Or inheritance. That's a big issue in many countries. Do women have the same rights to inherit from their parents? But I mean, this is an appalling example of this. But on the other hand, it's good that it comes to the media and the girl talking about this. That is the start of a process, because that's why we're talking about it now.
As Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate the International Day for the Girl Child, it is pertinent for speedy action in implementation of the Child Rights Act. Unfortunately, since 2003, after the passage of the Child Rights Act, only 23 out of 36 states in Nigeria have recognized it. Even at that, implementation is poor, as we have seen from the Kaduna child torture case. Children belong to the state, and they deserve to be treated better than they are now. Rootstv Nigeria.